Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals.
We play to win. Let's go.
25-yard line.
Cut. 20. 43's the mic.
Hey, watch the slant.
On first down, gone. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Woods, the intended receiver. Third down here.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
All day, baby, all day.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
At the 24-yard line.
From the 24, Murray. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. That one broken up by David Long on the defensive end.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Murray fighting, lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a hit and a loose football. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, Creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On 2nd and 7, Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
This is taken at about the 14. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. He'll be here before you know it. If it ended, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Murray. And the pressure gets to him again. Samson Abukum in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Check three. Slam. Check 37.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 81 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so They're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Goff. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Robert Alford that time on the great coverage. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taking it about the 16.
Let's go. Let's do this.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball. And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
What we got?
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Watch the run. Tight end right.
Murray now on first down. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, tight end's right.
After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10.
Kill.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Murray going to throw. It's complete to Williams. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Switch.
Off the ball, here's Johnson. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Strong right. 4 down. Check. Joker.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Rolling to his right. He'll let this. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Let's go.
At their own 34-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Goff now to throw. And that will be incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that can really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times we watch 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. David Long, the rookie from West Virginia, there defensively. The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Go. Check safety, check safety. Check, 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 check.
From the gun on third down, Murray eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right,
Touchdown, Cardinals. Max Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn.
when we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're only down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Airing it out deep for Wood. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. A first down carry here for Johnson.
Kill.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
First down and goal to go.
Murray now on first down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Demir Bird, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Michael Brocker's in on the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, watch the lane.
On the ground, this is Johnson. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Strip the ball.
Echo. 95.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run it with Johnson. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch him. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Aaron Donald in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Check out. Value 3.
Mike, 58. 58's the Mike.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. He'll get this one to Cup complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
58's the Mike. Blue Dan.
On first down, it's Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the screen.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. He's letting it fly, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Every day. Any day.
Again, it's Johnson. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to make a lot of tackles.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Giving up a lot of points in this game, but look better on that play. On 2nd down, Johnson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blow. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He's got a man. It's Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Let's go.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cut in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey.
They go to Johnson again, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
24 is the mic. Watch twist. Bang. Kill.
To throw on third down. Murray. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Mike, 58, right there. Here we go.
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Watch it.
At the 4-yard line.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
That's it, baby.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Murray now to throw. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
That's my boy.
Dan Arnold, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this, saying, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
I'm coming.
On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Here I come. Value 1. Say 58, right over there.
Off play action. Here's Goff. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Goff. Airing it out deep for Woods. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. trying to get it to Woods. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. It can go in so many different directions. The game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
58's the mic. Go 58's the mic.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Johnson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Good. The mic. 10, Tuscan. Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right.
4 down, 4 down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Samson Abuka in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now it's Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. From the end zone, gone. He's going to let it fly. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45.
On the double.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Double tight, double tight.
Even.
And they will take a knee here.
Murray on the keeper.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.